Hi there everyone, James here, and before I begin this video I just want to say that I am very sorry about the poor lighting at the moment. My main light is currently busted and this is the best I can do for the time being, but it should get me through this video, so thanks for sticking with me. But for the time being, this is my Dublin Comic Con haul. On Saturday I went down to Dublin for said convention, and when I was there I picked up a few things, and then I just went around the city and I managed to get a couple more stuff, or a little bit more stuff. So yeah, I thought I'd do a video and show this off to you. So I'll start off with the Transformers in front, and first off is the Generation Scourge figure. If the camera would focus, that would be a great help. This is the wonder of technology. But for the time being, Scourge is a really nice figure. Actually, see if this works. There we go. Scourge is a really nice figure. I actually had no intentions of getting Scourge, but then I remembered that I was interested in the Titans Return version, saw this and thought, sure, I'll give this one a try and see what happens. And honestly, this is perhaps the superior of the two Scourges. It is really nice. Good articulation, nice detail, and just a very impressive transformation, and great robot and vehicle mode. I am very happy with this thing. So yeah, very pleased indeed. So setting Scourge off to the side and hope that I don't get a knockover. Next up is Combiner Wars Firefly. I have a few custom ideas that I want to do with this guy, and I thought, sure, if he's sitting there, then I might as well put him to some use. I think, now I might be wrong, but I think that's the gun from Alpha Bravo. I got all the Transformers here from Dublin City Comics and Collectibles. And they had all these guys on display and available for sale. So I thought, sure, if they have Firefly, I'll get him. So yeah, still very happy with this figure. The Combiner Wars line, although there's a lot of remolding in it, there are quite a few good figures, and Firefly is one of them. So yeah. Next up is Cybertron Landmine. If I get it in the middle of the screen, that helps. But I'll definitely say this. I am surprised just how good Landmine is. Whenever Cybertron, for those who don't know, Cybertron was the series that got me into Transformers in the first place, and Landmine was not only one of the very first Transformers I found out about, or that we saw on the show, but ended up becoming my favourite for a while. And I remembered seeing him in the Dublin store, and I thought, sure, if he's there, I'll try and see if I can get him. Sure enough, they had him, and you can see what happened after that. But I mean, for a figure from 2005, it's really good. There are a lot of things that have surprised me about it, but I'm just very pleased to have it. It's a big blocky figure, and I love that. It's big, beefy, and very enjoyable. I'm probably repeating myself at this point, but yeah. Landmine. And last up, but by no means least, and I was hoping I wouldn't do that, but there we go. Last but by no means least is the 2007 movie Long Arm. This was a figure that, again, similar to the likes of Scourge, I had no intentions of getting for a while, but over the course of the last few weeks, the figure's really grown on me. And again, sure enough, he happened to be in the store, and I thought, I'll give him a go. Watched a couple of reviews before getting him, and I eventually decided, yeah, I'll go for it. And I'll tell you, I am really impressed with just how well this guy turned out. Like, this figure came out 11 years ago, and it is still just as good as any figure I have in my collection today. So I've been really impressed. Especially the giant gun here, if I can maneuver it around to the camera. Like, the giant gun that, although he is kind of stuck in his hand, that not only converts into a really powerful looking blaster, but just transforms into, or integrates so well into his vehicle mode. Like, that you just don't get nowadays. So it's really good to have such a great example of that. And indeed, a great figure. Stay up, red landmine. So, yeah, that is my current brand new edition of Transformer figures. But that's not all I got, so move these guys out of the way and I can get on to what lies behind them. And this is, well, if I move the camera in, that helps. And this is the rest of the stuff that I got. Moving that to the side. Got a hot glue gun, so nothing really interesting about that. And while at Dublin Comic Con, there was a stall that was actually selling belt buckles, and one of them was the Avengers logo. I'll try not to blind you with the light, but I love the Avengers. I love the Avengers logo, and I thought, sure, I'll get it, and like it's nice metal, so there's a good chance I can customize it, and I'm interested to see what happens next. So yeah. Next up is a pop figure of Iron Spider from the upcoming Infinity War. I absolutely love the Iron Spider design, and I had no idea that the pop figures for Infinity War were even out at the moment. So the moment that I saw Iron Spider here, I thought, yes. And it has great design on the inside. I haven't taken it out of the boxing, as you can clearly see, but yeah, just loving the detailing on this and the design and everything. So yeah. And last but by no means least is one of the main things I was hoping and dying to get in Dublin, and that is the Robot Spirits Pacific Rim Uprising Gypsy Avenger. This thing looks awesome. Little known fact, Pacific Rim, yeah, that thing, is actually one of my favorite action movies. I absolutely love the first one, and I'd always planned on, or hoped on, getting a figure from the first movie, specifically Striker Eureka, because not only was it my favorite mech from the movie, but it was from Australia, and I eventually would move to Sydney to live, so yeah. But I didn't end up getting any of the figures because the articulation looked particularly bad, and varying from figure to figure, the paint job looked quite bad at times. So I decided not to get any of them, but I soon discovered the reviews for these figures, and I just knew I had to get the one of Gypsy Avenger because honestly, I think it still looks like one of the best. Just look at all you got on the back. You got a series of interchangeable accessories. You got open palmed hands. You got clenched fists. You got a sword arm. You got a plasma cannon. It is a plasma cannon, right? Oh no, it's the gravity sling thing. I don't know what any of these are. But I mean, I love the detailing on it. It comes with, what is it? All of the listed accessories and 24 points of articulation. So yeah, very pleased with this. Can't wait to get it open and see what it's like. So thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you again very soon.